And welcome to the Row College Basketball Invitational. Inside the Ocean Center, Daytona, the place to be as we kickstart your college basketball Wednesday. The CBI Championship is here. The hardware in the building. The giant crystal ball trophy has arrived. High Point in Seattle, the 1 seed versus the 3. It is the Big South versus the WAC. Along with Bodo underway at Ocean Center. High Point has it first. Trey Benham, the screen from Bodo. High Point does have an arsenal of three-point weapons. Their pace and offensive efficiency really at the very top of the leaderboard when it comes to mid-major basketball. Top 10 of the country overall. Off the bounce, Thiam, the pump fake, the hesitation, and a wild shot that is rebounded cleanly by Jack. Makes them so good defensively. Take a look at their starting five. Christopoulos and Tyson both went for 21 yesterday.
They very rarely get beat off the bounce, so they're never in rotations.
To win it at the buzzer, Taron Todd hit it wide left, not entering the painted area in that restricted area with Bodo patrolling. Thiam bumped on the three and a foul called on Cameron Tyson. Thiam at the line shooting three. High Point on the board. But still, history tells you make a deep run here in Daytona Beach. Just one field goal made so far, the triple by Tyson. Get the scoring started. Thiam, a nasty crossover, the pump fake, and the finish. Outside. Loves the mid-range game this time. Fires it out to Tyson. That's a three.
Cannot guard Tyson with your hand.
Backside all the way out to the three-point arc. There are 4 3-point lines on this court. The darkest one is the one you need to take account of. Chatfield to be banged up for a moment. Yesterday's semifinal. Tyson was fouled by Thiam. And both players went tumbling down.
Well, and puts Tyson and his 87% free throw shooting.
And this may be the most important graphic you see tonight. Now, tell me that I'm wrong, America.
I'm not. Any rating index that you choose, and I know that the guys in Vegas, we've seen it on both sides of the pick'em line.
Williamson takes his time, rolls it in, and a 10-0. Red Hawks' nemesis in the WAC has been Grand Canyon University these last 2 years. High off the glass, Schumacher connects. By 15 teams invited to the CBI this year. Would they have the fresher legs? The answer at this point is not necessarily. An extra game being played by Seattle, and that has not impacted them so far in the first half. Only wide open, and he buries it.
Why not look for early play? We talked about this yesterday. Seattle is a deep team, maybe the deepest team here.
Christopoulos swatted at the rim by Bodo. Had a couple of those yesterday that were ruled goaltends. The put back on the other end. Wow. In the half. Duke Miles probing. Easy layup on the reverse.
How about that, a little Gretzky.
7-0 burst by High Point. Seattle just 2 for its last 11. And no sign of Cameron Tyson with the 2 fouls. Schumacher.
Again, that's much better job of.
Riley lost it. Here's Duke Miles. Contact, no whistle. Williamson ahead of the pack. Tracks it down outside to Tyson. That was a 3 for Seattle. It's now 20-10. Outside to Miles. Trying to answer no. Riley clears.
They're getting pretty good looks. They're just not knocking down shots.
Here's Schumacher, the runner. Pushes it up and down.
Oh, yeah. But Seattle, again, not getting beat anywhere off the bounce.
Tyson off the screen. Another triple for number 5 in white. He is off. Was part of the Final Four run for Kelvin Sampson's team down south. And then he wanted to come back and play for the home team. You mentioned it at the onset. Riley on the alley-oop. The dime from Williamson again. He is an elite shooter on the offensive glass. And it's been that kind of half for High Point. Point-blank opportunity with Bodo Bodo at the stripe. This man at the line, Jocelyn Bodo Bodo.
But Roy, aren't you impressed with Seattle?
17-point lead. Schumacher thinking about it, launching no. High Point gets it back. Jippa had his pocket pick, but he was fouled in the process. 5 to go. Entertaining first half of the CBI championship. And Duke and UConn to wrap things up on Hamilton to Bodo Bodo against Williamson. Double team, no problem.
Man, when hit, goodness. So here's the combination defense. It's a zone.
Bodo Bodo the block.
Hey, you don't want to drive in there. Nothing good for you.
Riley was in the air for a while. Bodo Bodo starting to become an impact player. Even if he doesn't grab the initial board, can sneak in and wreak havoc.
Impactful.
And a foul call, 35 feet away from the rim. Dawson had it. And a 75% free throw shooter. Both teams in the bonus. Trailing at halftime, they outscored the Purple Aces by 20.
Seems like an important 3 minutes to finish the half for High Point.
Touch pass to Jippa. Here's Miles. Against Christopoulos. High off the glass and bangs it in. Williamson rips away the rebound from Bodo Bodo.
But what about the job by Dawson holding his ground?
Tyson blocked by Hamilton. And action and the pace starting to pick up. Jippa the runner. The lead diagram in that department. Part of that is pace. Here's Tyson held in check. Last couple of minutes, Williamson in and out with a three. And a foul over the back. Who was that one on? It appears High Point. Free throw shooter. It's the front end of the 1-and-1. Elf. Hamilton with a pass. Over Williamson, and he got it to the field. Fortunate. Trailing by 17 off of that ice-cold start. Now just a 2-possession game. Williamson the jump hook.
That's just a little quicker. I'm talking about his release a little quicker than Bodo Bodo could react.
Shot clock is off. Jippa off the side of the backboard. Still time for Seattle. A clean look for three and well short from Pancha. And that is how our first half. They're on the floor with a 2 personal fouls. Something to watch. He picked up 2 quick ones, was on the bench. Good portion the second part of the first half. Redhawks on the move. Catfield down low, right in front of Bodo Bodo. High Point survived. Thrilling game yesterday in the semifinals against Arkansas State. 81-80 was the final. Bodo Bodo against Chatfield. Powers his way up and in. Mentioned Jippa with those 7 points. It came on 2 of 10 from the floor.
Just
shot clock at 10.
Yeah, it seems like everything High Point is doing, even though Jippa makes that shot, is easy.
There's Cameron Tyson. You're a fan of Seattle U. Schumacher challenging, and will shoot a pair.
But again, did you see guards who can shoot a lot of free throws, especially those that can make them?
2. Jippa will trigger. Duke Miles attacking the paint. Bodo Bodo powers it up and in again. Right in front of Williamson. Rhymes of second half production. Cameron Tyson finally gets a touch against Duke Miles. In and out. Riley on the offensive glass. High up and in.
I think Riley now in double figures in rebounds.
And he proceeded quickly. Hamilton left open. Corner 3. Bodo Bodo against Williamson. Tied up. No, a foul was called in free throws for Jocelyn Bodo Bodo.
Air balls are really difficult to rebound.
Another Big South Freshman of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year in that same conference. Went left. Buccaneer makes it a 1-possession game. Outside to Hamilton. Passed up the three against Williamson.
I loved athletic wing in Kamani Hamilton.
Cameron Tyson, Williamson down low. Look at this matchup. In and out, Williamson gets it back against Bodo again and was clipped.
Point percentage goes from 22% to 54%. The perimeter, now who's gonna guard Tyson? It most likely will be Miles. But Roy, Bodo blocked that shot. That was a 15-foot mid-range jumper.
Duke Miles, and a blocking foul called. Does the bucket count? Miles, three the hard way. No. Miles bumped.
See, you got to call.
And finally a foul call.
Yeah, you got to call those.
So the third on Schumacher. Miles back. Miles. An outstanding shooting. It is on point. Tied at 30. Christopoulos has yet to score in this game. Tyson having to work for every inch against Duke Miles. And the step back with a baseline. There it is. Much needed bucket for Seattle.
That is just tasty. He didn't even push off. He just utilized his footwork.
Blocked by Chatfield. Free throws coming again for has not missed at the charity stripe. They help get the Panthers here. They have Tyson a touch. Brilliant lob to Chatfield.
I don't want my shot blocker fronting.
All the analytics, all the metrics told you coming into this game, the championship. Point grabs its first lead. Hamilton, Bodo, right in the wheelhouse. Panthers are out in front. And you mentioned the free throw percentages favoring High Point. The disparity developing there. Miles, a big reason why against Christopoulos, up and in.
And Miles delivers yet another.
Vukovic has it. Where is Cameron Tyson? Deep three-pointer on the way. In and out and back in. Tested and rushed, and it still dropped. Being back on the floor. Shot clock down to 5. Kamani Hamilton, the spinner.
Oh, how did he even see the rim? Or did he see the rim?
Schumacher, the reverse. Boy, he snuck around Bodo before he could figure out what was going on.
I think he looks High Point 6 foul, so now the Red Hawks will be in the bonus.
As a coach, does that change your approach and what?
Absolutely. More drives.
Tyson a quick trigger. And another three. 5 threes made. 6 of 10. Chizza. No. And the putback, yes. As Jiffa made his move. Career best performance. It's the free throw. Tracked out. Schumacher to Tyson. Low dribble. And tapped out. Shea Riley had there's something about that rim and pro CBI championship game. Seattle led by 8 at halftime. High Point battled back to grab a 3-point advantage moments ago. Red Hawks have responded, and Riley's going to be called for the foul. High Point now in the double bonus the rest of the way. Mention the Sweet 16 contest on ESPN.
To know how impactful Bodo is and yet know that he needs a breather.
Tough to take him off the floor. Jiffa.
Tape it the exact same way.
tied at 51. Tied at 51. Jiffa, one more. Tyson tried to clear his way down the court.
But it's awfully difficult to try and make field goals on one end and give up free throws on the other.
Schumacher off glass. Everything about this game suggests deflected. Benham outside. And now Jiffa. Has a Jiffa. Directing traffic. Gotta go. Deep three. And save to Hamilton. And Williamson just fouled out. 24 in white for the Red Hawks as Hamilton will shoot two. Figures with one more free throw. He'll get there, and he does. High Point back in front. So a game
is almost face guarding Schumacher. They do not want Schumacher to run the offense.
Miles picks him up. Schumacher with the left hand, throws it up and in. Well, a crafty maneuver.
That had a little
breather. Chatfield for the moment. And the runner, Hamilton. Spinning, hanging, and connecting. Now at High Point in the Big South. Miles nearly forced another turnover of Schumacher. Cam Tyson contested three, and it drops. Allen Huss just looked around the left edge. He'll whip it over to Duke Miles. Against Cam Tyson, great matchup here. The pump fake, and Miles was bumped.
That's an easy call.
Duke Miles, an 80% free throw shooter.
Number 16 in the second half.
Miles remains perfect until that miss. 4 fouls. Game that has become very physical, especially in this second half. A lot of bumps. Schumacher connects with a mid-range. So the long two drops for numeral 0. The rebound. And for a moment, the Red Hawks will take a deep breath, and Jiffa just picked up the foul. That'll be his 4th. So Jiffa and Miles with 1-1 coming out of the timeout. Drops it in. And UConn, as the Sweet 16 concludes.
Crunch time.
And admittedly, I turned to you during the break after he made the mid-range shot. I said, that was surprising. Jiffa missed the chippy. Bodo. 62-59. Miles off the cut. Trying to hammer home Tyson. Under the backboard to Hamilton. Timer down to 7. Outside to Hamilton. And now Jiffa for the tie. Yes!
How about the patience offensively by High Point, making the extra pass not once, but maybe 3 times.
5-point lead has been erased. Tyson was hammered by Hamilton to shoot the free throw. Originally from Bothell, Washington. Came back home to Seattle and extends the Red Hawks lead to 2. Well, you and I have seen some great games leading into the semis yesterday. This one falls in that same category again. Miles against Tyson. Trying to draw the foul, didn't need it.
I talked about isolation for Miles. That's exactly what High Point ran. The defense was marvelous.
Duke Miles with 16, tied at 64. Schumacher behind the back, the spin, the floater, yes!
Carrying this team down the stretch in the mid-range.
Miles outside to Jiffa, the response! High Point with a lead.
How much fun is this?
67-66. Schumacher. Chatfield for 3. He drained it! And a whistle after the 3 went in.
play. So that's the reason why there'll be 2 free throws, but it will be High Point's ball.
And the roll on the second.
Oh, it's
Left to Riley, and there it is! What a play! The 3 by Chatfield, the free throws by Riley, and the alley-oop. That's a 7-point possession. Seattle grabs the rebound. An unbelievable turn of events here in the championship.
What a sequence of plays.
73-67, approaching a minute to go. And literally seconds earlier, High Point had grabbed the lead. Schumacher with 5 on the timer against Bodo Bodo. High off the glass, and he will shoot a pair. Has not missed tonight.
Has Schumacher delivered down the stretch or what?
The first half, it was Cameron Tyson. The second half, Alex Schumacher, the senior. Sargunas for 3. Riley clears. And with less than a minute remaining, Seattle U sensing this one could be theirs. If you're High Point, you got to foul at some point. And finally, Sargunas commits the infraction. An unbelievable finish here in Daytona.
And when we talked to Chris Victor yesterday, he talked about what his program has never done.
On the verge of doing exactly that. One more for Tyson. 26.9 seconds remaining. The lead at 10, and I mean it went down in the blink of an eye.
But Roy, has this game delivered though?
No question. The NIT quarters coming up next. UNLV and Seton Hall. An ending for the ages, especially if you're a fan of the Redhawks. And that will do it. 77-67. Chris Victor, Alan Huss, what a game. What a tournament in Daytona Beach. And the Redhawks out of the WAC are your 2024 CBI champions.
Well, I know that in the end, Cam Tyson had 28 points, but the guy that delivered down